Jimmy's International Eats.
Hey everybody, today we're going to make a favorite of ours. When we go to Disney World at Epcot Center, we go to Norway, you know, home of Frozen, and they have a bakery there and they have this awesome thing called school bread. So I'm going to show you how to make an easier version. I say easy because I'm going to pre-buy some rolls. And these are just yeast white dinner rolls. I'm not going to make them myself, but I am going to make custard, homemade vanilla custard. So here we go. 1 cup of whole milk. I'm going to put this on the oven under a low heat to warm it up because we don't want it to scorch. And while that's warming, I'm going to get the custard ready. So for this you need 2 eggs separated, because all you need is the yolk. I like this little handy dandy separator. 1 yolk. And yolk number 2. You can always do it the old-fashioned way as well. Now because I'm doing a European dish, I'm going to give you European measurements. And you're like, why? Well, maybe you live in Europe. And if you don't, maybe you should invest in one of these little jobbies here. It's a scale. Most European cooking is done by weight and grams. And this has ounces or grams available to it. So, get my wee whisk. This is 50 grams of castor sugar, or as we call it in America, granulated sugar. So we're going to mix this up, whisk it all together until it's really combined. And this is 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. We're going to mix that together too. And get it everywhere, of course, because that's what cornstarch does. Alright, now there's a few drops of milk left in there. We are going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla. This is vanilla custard after all. So we do want it to taste the part. You can also do fresh vanilla bean, but they're expensive and I don't have any of those. So let's mix that in there. You're also going to need 40 grams of butter. Butter! And that goes in last. It smells very vanilla-y. So let's go over to the stove. So like I was saying before, this is a cup of whole milk. And when you see it starting to bubble around the sides, it's getting ready. You don't want to boil it because you don't want to scorch the milk. So we have good bubbly on the sides a little bit there. So now we're going to temper this because we don't want to cook the eggs in the scrambled eggs. So we're just going to add a little bit of this warm milk to our egg mixture. A little at a time, and whisk it in, because if you put it all in right away, it'll just scramble the eggs, and that, my friend, is no bueno. Alright, so it's tempered, So now I'm going to stir and stir all these eggs in and make a mess. Because that's what I do. Alright. And we're going to turn the heat back on, medium low. And we're going to stir it until it thickens. So it has really started to thicken up. So now I'm going to add my butter. And I turn the heat off too. What the butter is going to do is smooth it out. You're going to take your whisk and get rid of any and all lumps. That may happen. You may not get any. Depends how good a stirrer you are. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Alright. So, over here is a bowl. And I'm going to pour all this yummified custard in this bowl, saving just a few tastes for myself. And it's important that you put on what they say in Europe is cling film. What we say here is cling wrap. So you want to put plastic over it, and you want to make sure that it's touching the surface of the custard. Why? Because that is going to prevent it from getting a skin. Normally, I don't mind a skin on puddings and stuff, but however, for this, you're going to be piping it later, so you don't want that skin in there. That'll clog up your piping. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for an hour or two until it's thoroughly cooled. I'll check back with you. Alrighty. So this is just sweetened coconut flakes. I'm going to put on this plate here and spread them all out. This is icing sugar, as they say, or powdered sugar. And we're going to add just a little bit of water at a time because you don't need a whole lot. And I probably just added too much, but that's alright because I have more sugar. And all we're doing with this anyway is a glaze. Just the glaze. And the thing with the glaze is you don't want it too thin because it'll just run everywhere, and that's not what we're after. We're after something that'll stay where you put it. So let's mix this up. Oh yeah, that's much better. There's no measuring. Start with maybe a half a cup of sugar, and then add a teaspoon of water at a time. That looks good for what we're going to do. Now, I told you I was cheating because I took one of these. These are yeast rolls and they're very soft. So now I'm just going to poke a finger in there and I'm going to gently create a cavern. Okay, and then we will be dipping it in here. Get all the excess off. And then you dip it on your coconut. Then you take your cream and you put it in a bag, or if you have one of these little bad boys with a star tip on it, and I will fill it up. You want to have just a little bit peeking out on top, just like that. And I'm going to repeat. And I'll show you my plate when I'm done. Voila! School bread. Let me show you all the different looks. Ooh. I'm here to tell you, this is phenomenal. You will really enjoy this one. And if you ever go to Epcot Center, go by Norway and pick up yourself some school bread. Until then, try my cheaters version. You can always make your own sweet dough, but mine's so much easier. And the homemade custard, I can't say enough how good it is. I know you'll enjoy them if you try them. Alright, please subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video, please press like. It really does matter. Thank you so much. Have a great day.